got that many on. You know what time it is? Boom shakalaka! Let's do it again. Agnes, say it again.
Come on.
Oh, you say it.
You know what time it is.
Boom shakalaka! Yay! All right, Chaveevah, we're trying to pull it on through.
Hey, we're going to make it. We're going to make it today for you, Chaveevah.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Philip and Chaveevah, and I'm Rocki.
And I'm Juliet.
And this is North End Update. We're going to do our best to get through it. We have a great show for you today lined up. We have the wonderful Dr. Bev Smith from Waterloo, Iowa. And we also have, and she's got so many hats, I don't even know which one to put on. I'm talking about Bev, you know, so I just say doctor,
Yes.
and that covers it all for now.
Right.
And then also Teresa
Yes.
Blaylock.
And she's going to come and tell us about the Grout Museum.
Right, right. And for our talking point today, we want you to stick around because we're going to talk about how you want to find yourself and then be that. Right? How long did it take you to find yourself? She's still looking.
I'm still looking. I haven't found myself yet. I'm still trying to figure me out.
Okay, well, we're going to hope our guests know who they are and tell us about it.
I probably know you better than I know me.
You might think you know me. Okay. That's what you heard. No. Okay. All right. And for our Give It Air, we're going to talk about, is this a post-racist society? Because we've had a black president, a lot of people think that, we're over racism. So our guests have an opportunity to comment on that if they want to. If they don't, it's fine because we got it covered. I know you know what's going on, right?
Right.
Okay. And again, we love to thank our sustaining collaborators, Juliet. Can you please talk about who is helping us out?
Okay, we have the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa, and they're here for good and helping to create equitable communities.
That's right.
That's what we're looking for, right? Mm-hmm. We have Gallagher Blue Dorn Performing Arts Center. We have the Grout Museum District. And we also have We Arose Co-op.
Yes.
And Banneker Watches and Clocks.
Right, and if you saw our pre-boom, you got to see Daquan Campbell, who is the leader and head farmer of We Arose, and he does that bicycle and stuff too. Yes. Mm-hmm. And we forgot to shout out to our special frequent viewers. Do you have any there?
I don't have any.
Okay, well, we want to shout out to Ashley Wortham, Johnny Humphrey, Daphne Williams, and Courtney Bulls. Thank you so much for watching with us today. All right, so we talked about who we got, and we want to thank everybody for making us the best show on the internet. It's funny looking at her trying to read my notes. This is hilarious.
I'm trying to read it up so when it comes to me,
right,
I'm like,
okay. Okay. We're the best show, Juliet.
I know, but I told her I'm used to this because I used to work for Dr. Beverly Smith.
Uh-oh.
And before I was in my last position, I started out as her administrative assistant.
Oh.
So I knew how to follow all kind of yellow brick roads.
Okay.
And get here and there and everywhere. So I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you.
Okay, well, we're going to try to get along.
Okay. Good.
And we're going to hear more about that, too, when Bev gets on here. We want to remind you that there's always something good happening on the North End. Do I have a witness?
Yes, because and what it does is makes us all look good.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And we know that it's the news's job to tell you about everything, the good and the bad.
But on our show, we only tell you about the good.
The good, because you have to look far and wide, but you can find it.
Yes,
you don't have to look far and wide. You have to look far and wide for the bad. So if you look for the good, you're going to find just as much, a lot more, actually. All right, and I think it's time to introduce our guest. Finally, yes, welcome. We have with us to your left, Juliet.
We have Teresa and Blaylock.
Bryant.
You know
I had Bryant once, and my goodness.
You can call me whatever.
Okay, I'm going to call you Terry because that's what Billy calls you. Okay, welcome,
and I'm not
Terry.
sure of your title, but you're the Grout Museum District Specialist? Or
I'm a
like
development and the special events manager.
Okay, Development Special Events Manager. That's nice to know.
Yes, and it's a pleasure to meet
Thanks
you.
for having me.
I didn't know they had so many people over there.
We do have quite a few.
Okay, great. And Bev Smith, Dr. Bev Smith, I'm so honored to be here with you today. I feel like these are my mentors. These were the teenagers, the older girls in my childhood. And not the older girls, that didn't sound right.
That's
but
okay.
You,
We
I
were
love to
older.
talk to
Okay.
you. Yeah. But you left too soon. You left Chestnut Street too soon. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Today, we usually start our show off by kind of telling everyone to stick around for the birthday song because Bev Smith can really sing. We should have had you bring her guitar.
Yes, and she
Juliet.
could, yeah.
We want you to stick around for that because she can sing Stevie Wonder front, back, upside down, and every other which way. Did you know?
I didn't. I'm
That's-
excited about it,
I'm
though.
telling you.
Juliet can sing as well.
Oh, okay. And also, we're going to talk about our talking point today, and which is find yourself and be that. That's our talking point. It's on the graphic there. So I think a lot of people have a hard time deciding who they are. And we as seasoned women have probably been a few different things in our lifetime. So I feel like I've kind of, recreated myself, reinvented myself a few times in my lifetime. And right now, I'm finding myself, after losing my husband, it was quite hard for me to find out my identity because I was always his wife.
Yeah.
Now I'm out here by myself trying to fight the world and running my house like man and woman, and it's weird. So I'm happy that I have found myself and I'm doing what I feel is comfortable for me at this stage in my life. So I'm really happy with my perspective on life right now. So what about you?
I think it's a stage thing. First I was a mommy. I should say first I was a wife, and then I was a mommy. So you have those different hats that you have to wear. And then up in the middle point of my life, it seems like it was always about my son and my husband, and I never took care of Juliet. And so, once my son got off to college, then it was a different thing. It was
Empty nest.
Yeah, and I didn't miss it all.
Okay, I see Juliet needs to have a drink. I'm pouring some water.
I
here.
don't, and the thing that it's not, I had an excellent son, no problems or anything. It was just that it was time for him to leave the nest, and it was time for me to spread my wings because I didn't have anybody else in the nest. So, and I didn't do anything wild or crazy or anything like that. It's just that,
Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's just that I could, the things that I was interested in, like, I have my little business that I have, and, and then with the job and stuff.
Your time is
Yeah,
up.
well.
How about you?
Please.
Oh, I don't have any water.
With ice, please. Did you
Okay,
told her with ice,
room
please?
temperature wine. She wants ice water. Agnes is busy.
Let's drink more
Okay.
wine.
Teresa,
Give me my
no,
wine.
go ahead. Did you have more to say? I was
No,
just joking.
no.
Okay.
I was just, yeah. Mine is that I think that's deep. The whole, find yourself and then be it. And that's what I'm doing now, being me.
Yes, and taking
everything
care
else,
of you.
yeah,
and everybody
everything else,
else's.
all the issues and stuff like that.
Right.
And I am so happy.
Good. And you know what, Juliet? It really shows. I mean, your whole
I
personality.
gotta get Bev there with me, 'cause
Yes.
it took her a little longer to get to where I'm at. So.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Yeah, but she gonna get there.
Okay, Teresa, what do you think about finding yourself and then be that?
Well, I think it's important for women because lots of times we put ourselves on the back burner.
That's
we worry about
it.
everybody else
Absolutely.
but ourselves. And once those kids get out of the house, I think it's a good time to focus on ourselves and find out who we really are.
Right.
And especially if you have a spouse, then you get along together, try to figure out how to get along without kids around.
Right.
Right.
To
What do you think
mediate.
about that, Bev?
Yay. I think that as we age and as we experience different things, it's okay to continue to dream. When we raise our kids, we try to help them formulate a dream and try to help them work toward that dream, but you should never stop dreaming. and never stop setting goals for yourself. And so I think that's what I've done. It took me a little while to figure out the whole retirement thing because they kept sucking me back in.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But now I'm better at some of the things that I've always done. You know, I've always been a wife, but I'm better at it now.
Okay.
I've always been on boards, but I'm a great board member now. You know, I've always done things in the community, but I can do that from a different vantage point now because I've got experience behind me. So I can really be that's who I am. My experiences, my family, my faith, my background, my little Jocelyn in the neighborhood, you know. So I think age definitely has something to do with it. But is there a leak? But I think it's critical that you continue to strive because you're right. It changes.
Yeah.
You know, you just keep remaking yourself.
Right.
You know, and hopefully, I'm sure it's better because you know you've got more experiences and background to. And when I turned, I think it was 60 when I decided, now I can have an opinion.
Oh, yes.
You know, before I really didn't. It was just, you know, I have an opinion. I have goals to work toward. I can do that. So, yeah, definitely.
Great.
Continue to grow.
Great. I can tell you guys hung out because your time is up too, Bear. No, just kidding. But yeah, it is. It's fun to be where we are now.
Yes.
And as seasoned women, we have so much to offer. And you know, society will tell you that you don't.
Exactly.
So just the fact that we're sitting here and arguing against that stigma means a lot, and I really appreciate you guys being here with us. Now it's time to give it air. We're talking race. We like this to be a friendly place to discuss race. What is it?
Did you ask her?
Yes, we talked. Lori wants to be it's equal opportunity. It'd be all good. Thank you, Lori, for watching. But we're going to talk about our Give It Air. Then we're going to have a drawing because everybody's watching for the drawing, I'm sure.
Yes.
So our Give It Air today, is this a post-racist society since we had a black president? I mean, I don't know if that's a crazy question, especially since the summer of 2020, right? But we'll start with you, Teresa, because then we'll let Juliet talk.
I wish. I
Yeah.
wish. I mean, that's the dream and that's the wish. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Just when you think it is, something else
Yeah.
dumb happens.
Something ugly
Somewhat-
rears its
some-
head. Yes, yes. Juliet, what do you think about it being a oh, you're not
was the
talking
question?
to me. She's not drinking wine. We are.
I know, she doesn't need
Oh, I'm
to.
pouring it back and forth into the wrong glass. Juliet.
Just come back to me.
No, is it? Oh, God. She don't want me to cut her off. I'm not.
No, I
Okay.
don't have a lot to say.
It definitely is not.
Okay.
Racism is still in the fabric
It is.
of our country. And more frighteningly, if we look at what's happening in Des Moines, you can see, oh, wow. It's almost as if we are paying for having a black president for 2 terms. Because I think there's a pushback. And it's like, oh, no.
Now you thought,
Yeah, we are not running this. I really believe that's operating. So no, it is not.
Yeah, and you see some of the politicians, we very rarely get political, but you see some of the politicians using their life to explain how far we've come, and yes, we've come a long way, and there's lots of ways we can talk about how we used to be in, in the cotton fields, but now we're sitting here on a TV set, or even just being alive today.
Yeah.
Right? So go ahead, Juliet, it's your turn now.
You came back to me, huh?
I came back to you. What do you think about this post-racist society? No.
It's just
You have first-hand experience? I know my dad, I took care of my dad quite a while, and I would say something to him, and I'm like, Dad, it's not like that no more. He's like, all right.
Yeah, live and learn.
Go ahead on, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead. Somebody's going to let you know that it is.
right. Every time you what do I want to say? You lose your guard.
Yeah, drop your guard.
Yeah.
It could happen
And
to
then
you.
and
so.
then that's what it happens. So
Right.
I would say no.
Yeah, So that was our Give It Air, and because sometimes giving things air is the best kind of disinfectant, you know, to kind of just get it out there and, you know, see how that works. All righty then, let's talk to our guest. Teresa, talk to us about what's going on at the Grout Museum.
Always lots of stuff going on at the Grout, but we just finished an over $1 million renovation. So we've moved the gift shop upstairs and expanded our rental space and our event space. So now we can seat up to about 250 people, which is great. And then we have a new gift shop. It's state of the art, all the audiovisual state of the art, multiple screens, multiple
Have you guys been
monitors.
there?
Not since
Neither
they've
one?
renovated.
Oh,
my.
I've been
And the
to
planning
2 open
committee.
houses. It's
You
beautiful.
have? Oh.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of
Yeah, I had 2
graduation open
houses,
houses.
yeah.
We need venues. That's good.
Yeah, it is. It's a great place for another venue. It is.
Right, and I think Beat the Streets did something.
Yeah, they
Yes,
did their thing.
absolutely.
Banquet there.
And we were there. Oh, it was a beautiful setting, and I had to really kind of look around to see where I was.
Yeah, 'cause
everything's
it's
so
different.
different.
Yeah.
It is. That was a great event.
It
we were happy to
was.
host it.
It was. Again, another great community event that was very productive and shine the light on something very important, gun violence. So, yeah.
Well, on top of the Grout Museum, then we also have the Snowden House that's available for rentals. We do numerous graduations and baby showers and bridal showers there. And it'll seat about 50 people. So, but it's a Victorian, built in the 1800s home. So it's another great space to rent.
It is.
So if you have some events, just give me a call at the Grout.
Yes, call Teresa.
Yes,
Blaylock,
I
not
know.
Bryant.
Bryant.
Brian,
Okay. Well, that's the way.
Maybe we'll just hyphenate it.
There we go. Well, I don't know who the other guy is, but he might be
There
able.
never was a Blaylock?
I know. I don't know where Blaylock came from. Started with a B. That's how my mind works. Comments, Lori?
Yes.
Okay.
Chaveevah Banks Ferguson says, "Hey everyone, greetings from San Diego."
Oh, show off, why don't you?
And then she did make reference to not being able to hear, but I think we fixed it.
We did.
Yes, we did.
What did we do?
I crawled all over the floor.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Hopefully everyone can hear us because we're talking some real important stuff,
Yes, you
Chaveevah.
And then looking good, ladies, is also what Chaveevah said.
Oh, thank
And
you.
then Amy Cass says, "We are surely not
Okay.
a post-racial
She's an actress.
society. Obviously, while structural racism is still a part of the society, until we can dismantle and reassemble our institutions with the people previously excluded, racism will persist." I'm sorry, but the lettering is small. That's why I'm reading weird. Thank you very
that's
much.
Good. Good comment.
Oh, and then she's saying, she said it's fading in and out. Chaveevah said it's fading in and out with the sound. So we need to fix that. I don't understand what that is about because it's in. And then also, Purvis says, "Hello, everyone."
Hi, Purvis. He must have heard us talking about him. Right. He's one of them movers and shakers we got going on right now.
Right.
Yes,
she Renaissance.
says hi.
Yeshi. Yes, I know.
Yeshi.
Yeah, Yeshi's amazing.
I guess Chaveevah was having a good time. She's saying, "Hey, y'all, hey."
Okay.
And that's a laughter.
Well, it's good to hear from you, Chaveevah. You can tell I'm sweating. Chaveevah knows what's going on
Oh,
here.
you do too.
But it's all good, and we appreciate that in-depth conversation for our Give It Air. And we'll get rid of that and that. Okay. So we want to talk about
That book.
Soul time.
Thank you. Lori, I like that. That's what we're going to talk about. The Soul Town
Town.
magazine, that started right here in Waterloo.
Yes.
Have you heard
Right.
about the
Oh,
Soul
yes.
Town?
Got
Yeah?
a current one?
Yes.
You have a current copy?
Agnes always has one on the screen. But the Soul Town is a magazine invented by Cherie Kaba, and it highlights great things in the black and brown communities, not just in our town, but all over the place. So if you want to get your copy of The Soul Town, you need to go to thesoultownmagazine.com. All right.
Waterloo Schools, the Equity Committee provided a subscription for each of the schools. So I hope that's still going on because they said the kids love to see themselves
Oh, yeah.
in the media centers.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that that's still continuing. Cherie, if it isn't, you get on them.
Okay, right, right. Now, Dr. Bev, talk to me about, I know you've been in so many positions. I think you were, what were you, the principal, the super,
Yeah.
what, tell me.
I was the associate superintendent for HR and equity. I've been a building principal.
For Waterloo's, all this is with Waterloo Schools, yes.
When I retired from the associate superintendency, I went back to be a building principal for what was supposed to be the end of the semester, and it ended up being a year and a half.
Is that when Juliet was complaining about?
She was laughing at me because I hadn't
okay.
figured out how to do retirement,
Oh,
But
yeah.
now I just get to do volunteer fun things.
Right, and
Fun
you've
things.
learned to say no
Yes.
quite well.
Yes, I'm doing some teaching, but that's
Oh.
super fun.
Well, thank you for saying
Super
yes
fun.
to us.
Yes, absolutely.
And now, today, I know you also was in the parade
Yes.
as Grand Marshal.
Grand marshals.
And I want you to talk about, and then I'll give you a chance too to talk because you were both Grand Marshals. Chaveevah and I were last year, and what fun! Isn't it a thrill?
To see the community
Yes,
up front
that's-
It
and
was-
personal.
Yeah.
You know, there are people that you don't see often because if you're not everywhere, you're not going to see them. And some people, they're right at home, so they're on their doorstep. So it was really fun to see them, to see kids, to see grown people who were my kids. It's a great experience. And the last guest talked about, the pre-guest talked about Renaissance. And I said to,
Oh, yes.
after that weekend, I texted Mayor Hart and I said, you are leading the Black Renaissance in Waterloo.
Oh, honey, isn't it the
Because
truth?
the killer was when I went across the bridge and saw the liberation colors lit up on the bridge. I was like
yes.
just through.
Oh my goodness, it's
That was
too
just-
much.
it was
Right
too
here in
amazing.
Waterloo, you know,
It was
we've
too
always
amazing.
been here, but nobody really focused on the good stuff that
Exactly.
happens in the Black community, and to see. To have a Black mayor, first of all,
Yeah.
is quite a step, but in the right direction for
Yes.
the most diverse county in Iowa. And representation does matter. And to have a parade even on New Street.
Yes,
What about
absolutely.
that?
And they really fought because others have said, why don't you go through downtown? No.
Yeah.
This is not a Waterloo Days parade. This is the community
just
North
had
End
one.
parade. So they
Right.
kept it in the community, which I thought was powerful. We are at the point now where we're doing so many fun things.
Yes.
It's just like Juneteenth was off the chain.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
it was just
was.
amazing. And
was.
and when they did the showcase and all of those leaders of organizations stood up and talked about the things they were doing, I wasn't aware of some of the things with Shift and I mean they're
That's
doing
right.
amazing things, amazing things.
Everybody in
and
the
these young
community.
people are
There's
doing
so
it.
much going
There's
on.
You're doing your thing. It's
And-
great.
And you know, that brings to the point, and we want this to be a table conversation, but the idea that some people actually want to say that they're colorblind, this is exactly why colorblind is not cool. You know what? That's not what's
Yeah.
that's not what's up. Notice the difference. Notice
Absolutely.
the diversity.
Right.
And support the Irish Fest, support the North End Update, or the North End Arts Fest. You know, let's all see what other communities look like and try to, you know,
Enjoy them.
commingle and enjoy them.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's one point that I'd like to make too, is that, you know, for those that think colorblind is what you should be, don't do it. Okay. Yes. Now
We
talk.
all have something to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's right, Juliet. Okay, so also I want you talked about a little bit about school. You talked about the parade. Now the Community Foundation, which has actually been a blessing to North End Update. Talk to us about your role there, and how long have you been a part of that?
I have been on the grants committee for the
Okay.
past 3 years, and then this past year I came on as a board member.
Oh,
And now I'm on the board and I'm chairing
see,
the
you
grants
can't take her
committee.
nowhere.
Yeah, take over.
Go to school.
She
wanna
must be
the
related to
principal.
you.
She want to be the preacher. It's like Chaz.
I can tell y'all came from the same neighborhood.
It's exciting, you know.
You too.
And the grants that we have been able to provide or some people say only $5,000,
Oh, my
but that
goodness.
$5,000 can make such a difference for some of our grassroots organizations that are just getting ready to take off and just need that extra boost to be able to do that. And to
Absolutely.
watch them, oh my goodness, they're amazing things.
What
And
a
I
blessing.
encourage people in the community who are 501Cs that are needing that extra boost in terms of a grant to apply, because it's a great opportunity, and we're looking for reaching into all areas of our community to support them. So please, if you're interested, fill out an application,
Thank
go
you.
for it.
Thank you, Agnes, for that graphic. Yeah, she's always, Agnes, we just love you.
I know
She's
she
honest.
is good.
Great. You can't beat her. You just can't beat her. I've tried. No.
It's a simple application. You experienced that.
Well, I
and-
didn't. That's Chaveevah. See,
Okay.
she does all the. You see, I've got handwritten notes. I'm not the one to do the applications, but we've talked about that. It's all in fun. But
Yes.
yeah, it is a very easy process and definitely worth doing.
Yes.
And thank you also for serving on that board, because, like we said, you learn how to say no.
Right,
Right? And I
right.
know you've learned how to say no.
Yes, I had to for
Now,
health
she's-
purposes.
She's still working. You're gonna have to learn.
Just a few more years, I'm retiring.
Okay, so you should start practicing now.
I know I
Because
should.
once you retire, especially if you have a expertise as you do, they'll be after you.
Yeah. But
So
there's
watch
some
it.
you have to say yes to.
It's still
Yeah.
I
fun.
had to say yes to that because
Well, it's
the
a great-
impact of that can be really special for our community. And I said yes to the Head Start
Oh.
board. Dr. Welch, if you haven't met him, you got to get him here.
Okay.
Dr. Welch is the director. His wife is Brandy. She's the principal at Bunger. Becker.
Oh.
And he is just doing great things for Head Start. He's
Good.
amazing. They're amazing young
What's
people.
his name?
Dr. Welch.
Dr. Welch. Okay, I'll have to look.
The
He
mayor
wasn't you
knows
and
him.
I.
Yeah, the mayor knows him. He's a Q.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think
Q.
he's a Q.
Yeah, he's a Q.
Oh, he's
yeah,
a-
so
okay.
Him and Lance, they,
Okay.
Great guy.
Yes.
Very
And
soft-spoken and just doing
and he grills.
Yes,
He's
yes.
a grill.
He
Yeah,
brought
really.
different kinds of meat to one of our
Yeah.
board meetings.
Yeah,
He's oh my
Our
goodness.
kind of guest.
yes. Maybe he'll bring something when you invite him.
Right.
Invite me that day.
Yeah,
There
me
you
too. Community support for
Yes.
Exactly. You one shouted him out, so we'll get him here, and we'll have a barbecue. You're invited, and you're invited, and you're invited. Everybody's invited.
That's a good idea.
Speaking of
We
which, if
should
you
do
would
that.
like to be in our studio audience, we do have a few seats, and anybody that comes to our studio audience gets a gift. So let us know if you'd like to show up. Inbox
do.
us, and then you can be here, and then you'll get a gift, and you'll get a gift, and you'll really get a gift. Okay. All right. So I think it's time, Juliet. What do you think? You
I
want
think it's time to say happy birthday to some people.
your favorite part?
Yes.
Yes. You know, she's already said you can sing. Juliet, you're such a good sport.
Oh, me and Bev go way back. She's not telling you. You know Gwinnett Harmon?
Yes.
Me, Bev, and Gwynnie sang trio up at you and I.
Maybe me and you, Teresa, should just. That's what you're trying to say. She thinks
I'm
we're
not a
not
singer.
good enough, right?
What
I
I,
know I'm
need to
not.
know, was Jocelyn still living across the street from me when you were on Logan?
Yeah.
Okay.
You,
But
Jocelyn
wait a
was
minute.
with us.
When did you leave?
Logan?
Yeah.
When I left my mother's womb.
No, you lived, when did you stop living on Logan
On
Street?
Logan Avenue.
You didn't.
When I got married.
Really?
Okay.
How about you? You
I left in
in
8th grade.
1968? No. You
eighth
were
grade.
there
And you guys
all
moved
that
to the
time?
west side?
Well, no, 8th grade. No, I moved.
What year
We
would
moved
that
from there. I don't know.
Okay.
And we moved to Webster Street. Remember we
Oh,
moved
you-
over
I
on
know
Webster?
Yeah. But I thought you was on Webster when we were on Adams.
See, you were on Adams?
Yeah, well,
I
we
told you.
came from Adams to Logan.
anyway.
Yeah.
Agnes is
She's
there.
like,
Really?
Yeah, okay, so we're going to sing Happy Birthday no matter where you guys were. You all abandoned me, and I left me on Chestnut Street by myself. That's all I know, and my life changed for the worse.
Oh, no, it
But I'm
didn't.
okay.
You're
I'm
great.
good.
she had two
You're
beautiful
great.
kids. She
We
did
all
good.
got to go through some things, but I'm really glad to be here with you. That's for sure. And you, Teresa.
Well, thank you.
Yes. And we've almost forgot our drawing. Agnes is trying to intimidate us, but we won't forget.
She don't know she
This
got
is
to
for,
deal with
oops, this is for A. Let's let her do it. No, not you, Juliet, her.
you. I thought she knew she's grown.
I love you.
Yeah. I don't think so, because you
I
always
do.
pick on me.
I don't
Here,
mean
you
to.
can pick. I'll let you pick.
no.
I don't want you to think I'm cheating because I'm at the grout. Here, go.
No.
And you're picking
This
out
is
of the
for
honey
family.
pot.
So cute, isn't it?
Pooh Bear honey
One.
pot.
Yeah, we got over 70 names.
There's a lot in there.
Drum roll, Bear.
Drum roll.
And the winner is
That one's
Melissa Wells.
Melissa
know that
Wells.
name from?
Yay! Congratulations to Melissa Wells.
Do you know her?
Wow.
No, we don't
Yes, we don't know her, but we
Make sure
hope.
we
Don't,
don't
yeah, better
remember
get
yeah.
back to
that
me.
out
I don't
'cause we
want to
don't know her.
forget. So there we go. Thank you so much for putting your name in the drawing, Melissa Wells. Thank you so much for watching Rocki and Chaveevah North End Update. And now it's time to sing. And I get to sing Chaveevah's part too. I'm sure you would agree. What? Oh, thank you, Agnes.
And
have
Agnes comes to
birthday
the rescue again.
And I was just warming up.
Yeah, birthday?
Whew. Okay, Laura, you want to come over here and sing with us? Come on, stand right here. Yeah.
You mean come so you can sing too?
Yeah, we're gonna
She's
sing
on the
to you.
birthday list.
She's on the birthday list, everybody.
Yay.
Okay, happy birthday to Amy Gerritsen, Bruce Smith, Kim Leahy Jacobson, my friend, Lenora Metric Chin, Timothy Norman, Wesley Bates, that's West Beach, right? Lorianne Dale, hey! Randy Hess, my neighbor,
Yeah,
Camilla
Randy.
Stevens, that's
Terry's daughter.
Terry's baby,
Yes.
and Amy Gerritsen,
Okay.
and Bruce Smith, and if I didn't say his name. And now I get to sing Chaveevah's part because you don't know it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
What are we singing?
But I'm going to be out of tune because she's here.
What do we say? Which one?
Happy birthday.
Which one?
In fact, Laura, you
We
just do
sing both
whatever
of
you
them.
like.
Okay, start with the regular one.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear folks.
Everyone.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Woo!
Best birthday ever. Wow, Lori. Wait,
What's the
Lori.
day, Lori?
Yeah, what's the
July 18th.
Okay, why don't you tell everybody how old you'll be? Okay. Grown.
Grownish.
Speaking
She's
of
gonna be
which,
grownish.
as seasoned women, we're going to close out, Agnes. As seasoned women, I've learned that that life may not always be easy, but it's always worth living.
Mm-hmm.
What have you learned?
I've learned that even when I have pains, oh boy, does this one fit me.
Okay.
I don't have to be the one.
You don't have to be a pain, right?
Be
the one. Be one.
I don't have to be one.
Right. Yeah, there you go. So be nice. Be nice to everybody.
What? I have to read something?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, give
Is
her
there
something to
another one?
read.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, we want to encourage you all until next week to keep doing more of what makes you awesome because
It makes us
all look good.
Yeah.
Right, Teresa?
Absolutely.
That's right. And remember, if it's Friday, it's boom shaka laka 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 laka.